need to do math for the spiderweb shelf,
Right.
but I might be able to do a preliminary with that. If I built it to size on this one, then I should have enough wood to build a demonstration version of the spiderweb shelf. Octagon's easy. It's 9 by 9. Split it into thirds. Every corner gets the 45-degree angle chop. That leaves you with an octagon in the middle. Easy peasy.
That would be for the spider web.
Yep. And then also, since just the angles of the internal cut is just 135 divided by 2, which is like it sounds like it's not going to, but it does. Slice that in half, so it's because it doesn't need to be that deep, or slice it into maybe 2/3. How deep do you want it to be? You don't need it to be 5 inches, but maybe 3 inches?
Yeah.
Alright, so slice it down to 3. Maybe 4 if the thing is we build, are we putting the sides like this or like this? I think like this.
Yeah.
Because so then in that case we want 4. I don't want to build a shelf that has the design flaw of ripping out the wall.
Fair
because
enough.
you can overload it.
Fair enough.
I don't want to give people the impression that these things are like full built-ins. Because these are kish shelves. They're shelves for your kish. So I think we'll start with the 6 cut because we only need one of those. We're going to go to this side because we're going to do longer. And then once you crank it, you check it again because it's going to change. Spiderweb's a little easier because it's just 45-degree angles.
Now we're making the lines, from one to another straight or a little curved going in.
Straight on the physical, and then we can paint a curve into it. Because cutting a curve is a bitch. And I don't want to do that.
I'll just paint it.
So yeah, we'll just... Once it's got the basic shape, we can paint on the lines to indicate the spider web, and those will have the pitch to it.
What's up? She did? No. You good?
Spider web. So easy. It's 9 inches, so you cut in thirds, you do the 45s. That gives us an octagon. We'll build the edges on, then we'll paint it and assemble it and see how it looks, make any tweaks before we make the final product. The products we're making are probably going to be much bigger than this, but I just wanted to get the math right before.
Prototype.
Once we get the math right, I can size it however we want.
Yeah.
Spiderweb is easy. It's 45-degree angle.
Low battery.
I plugged you in, shut up.
Speedweed.
It's not perfect, but it's there.
Yeah. Not gonna be a shelf, it's gonna be a sign of some kind. I'm still gonna make it spiderwebby though. Maybe I can make in the web say something. I will figure it out. So, for this one, I am thinking... What a horrible sound I've discovered. We do... spiderweb.
Sorry, I'm at home right now. I'm walking into spider webs.
No, Alright, so I'll just talk over what I did here on the computer. I'll sped up, because it'll take too long otherwise. So in Charlotte's web, where Charlotte, being the spider, makes little messages in her web. Charlotte's web. And I was trying to think, how did that look? How was that legible And first I was going to do some haunt stuff, like some hot stuff, you know, as the words. And I thought this should sort of be connected to the web itself, but I needed them to still stand out. So this is just me futzing with that over and over and over and over until I finally give up. Finally cut out the background and made the whole thing black so it would look a little bit more like it actually will look. And realized I need to at least try to differentiate the letters somehow. Didn't want it straight on, so tried to angle things. And somewhere along the line, the way it's actually done in the cartoon, I don't remember them specifying in the book, but the way it's done in the animated Charlotte's Web, it's like thicker letters and not a lot of stuff going on except the middle of the web and then outside of it, and otherwise it's just the letters. And I realized I would need to do something similar, so ultimately haunt could not be in the middle, or I just had to change what it was saying entirely. And that is the decision I went with. And instead decided I was just gonna go like 90s Hot Topic. You know, I don't know if that was in the 90s or if it's just a more modern, silly, but Creep It Real. I've got a mug that says this. Creep It Real, like keep it real. Not complicated. I decided that should be what this is gonna say instead. Why? I don't know. But that's what we're going with. I did want all the letters to take at least 2 of those spaces rather than just 1. That R wound up real squishy, but I kept it over there for whatever reason. I should have made things take more spaces, because like the A on real and the C, they take up lots of space, and then everything else is all cramped together. I don't know why that was my decision, but that's what I did. At least for it, I realized needed to be bigger. And so that's the final idea. And then to transfer it over to the actual piece. Black. Let's see how close I can actually get to that. We can.
What are we doing?
Spatter it. So here's this. And since it's a little bit taller than it is wide.
Oh, you changed it.
Yeah. We're gonna do 3 pieces on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 kind of, that's wrong, 4 on the sides, 3 everywhere else.
That's why you do the planning stage.
Yeah.
All right.
So, gonna, no,
Do it. Do it.
Ha! So, straight lines. I'm gonna start with.
Use your floppy ruler to make straight lines.
We have so many of these rulers, and I don't remember why.
Well, because it was either get 1 ruler for $20 or get a bag of rulers for $5. And we went with bag of rulers.
It's so funny though. Oh god, I immediately, this isn't gonna be close enough. This is gonna be close enough. It's fine. It's fine, actually. I've decided. Doesn't need to be perfect, because this is just gonna be for you and me. And it's gonna get all over the ruler.
Unless it is perfect, in which case we can sell it.
That's true. And it's gonna get all over the ruler, and I don't care.
Well, because we have a bag of those.
We do. So, I'm gonna do this a bunch of other times, and then we'll come back.
Whoa! Okay.
Gaze upon my sloppiest lines. Does it have some problems? Yes. Is it legible? No. Do I care? Also no. This is fine, I've decided.
You know, once it all dries, we could kind of outline around the letters to make them pop a bit more.
Just go in with some black. I could also go in with like a different color a little bit, like a
Yeah,
green.
just a gray or a green or... Yeah.
Green might be fun.
It might be fun. Like, we really make it pop instead of just the basic black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how to hang it. My thought was maybe like you know,
Eye hooks?
Yeah.
I could very easily put eye hooks in it.
And then we can just hang with string.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Like eye hook, and then
Yeah.
this little loop.
I think that'll be it. So for now, I'm calling it done. We're gonna let it dry. We're gonna see what happens to it.
Good job.
I like Rob's idea of highlighting the letters, but I don't want to use a tiny little paintbrush. However, I do have gel pens. Do I think any of them still work? Not really, but we're going to test them. I'm going to try the green first. They work. And one of them is kind of glittery. I'm thinking just left and under. That's my logic. This counts as left. Because it'll be the other side of the P. And as much as they are gel pens, they don't actually work on the black. So it's just slightly on the white. Okay. So that's either it, or once this dries, if I decide that it's not enough, then I will do the other edges in the other color. We'll see. Okay, fixed up some of the black. And now it just needs the eye hooks.
Or even that much.
Alright.
Alright.
We need a jumper ring because the chain link isn't quite big enough to get around the little eye hooky thingy.
Jump ring. Chain. And twist it closed. And I can make it better than that. There we go.
Creep it real.
Keep it real.
Alright, so, was not a shelf, but was still a spider web.
Working on shelves.
Yeah, so eventually there'll be shelves, but for now, neat little sign. And rock on.
Okay.